to set up your A-line, you need to have a 500 cc bag of normal saline, not D5W, normal saline. You need to have your transducer tubing, the one with the vamp, which is this part, that's called the vamp. So you need to have a transducer tubing with a vamp. You need to have your 500 cc pressure bag. Sorry, this one's 1000, but 500 cc pressure bag. You need to have the cable, and the cable goes to your monitor. So you need to find your monitor that has one of those that you can hook it up, and it's gonna be red, so red to red. So you take your tubing out, and you're gonna go ahead and spike, okay? So you spike it first, pull out your your rubber piece, spike it first, unspike because you open the valve now. So now you're gonna go to your trash can or your sink, and you're gonna squeeze all the air out. As you're squeezing the air out, squeeze your chamber. So as the fluid coming out, respike. That's how you burp your bag. So now you have minimum air in your bag, and then your chamber is already full because you squeeze your chamber when you spike it. So now you're ready to prime your tubing. Hang it up, don't put pressure back on yet. Wait till the end to put the pressure back on. So on your tubing, there's that little blue tail. All you have to do is pull on the blue tail, then the fluid will come down. Make sure that this vamp is pushed all the way down. That blue is touching the bottom, because when you first open the tubing, the blue is up. There's air in this vamp. Make sure you push it down so there's no air in your vamp. Now you're gonna go ahead and pull the tail. There's a black dot right here. That's where the valve is. So right now, if you don't pull up the tail, fluid is not gonna go this way. You have to pull the tail up, so open the valve, and now fluid can go through the whole entire tubing, and you can go ahead and prime. Okay, oops, my roller clamp is closed. So open the roller clamp. And now, there you go, see the air? See the air come out, and now here it goes. All the air is being purged out, and the fluid comes out. Perfect. So now I have no more air in the line. Hopefully your doctor put the A-line in the radio artery, and now you give it to him. So now he's hooked up. All you need to do is get your cable and your tubing together. There you go. And you're gonna go ahead, get this part, which is called the transducer, to the phlebostatic access, which is fourth intercostal space, mid-axillary, between the top and the bottom of the chest. So mid-axillary, okay? So that's your phlebostatic access. So now you're gonna zero so that you can put numbers on your monitor. So in order for you to do zeroing, this is your patient, this is the bag, there's your little stopcock. Off to patient first, off. Open your dead end cap. There's air in here. You have to flush it a little bit. Get some fluid off. Get rid of the air in there. So now you're gonna go to the monitor, and you're gonna say 0. A-line pressure, all pressure, whatnot. And once it's done 0, you will hear 2 beeps. Once you hear 2 beeps, you will see the big red 0 right there. That means now you're done zeroing. Then all you need to do is put your dead end cap back on, reopen your stopcock to where it was before. So now you're open, and you will see the waveform plus your blood pressure on there. Make sense? I'll repeat it again how to zero. So get it to the phlebostatic access, fourth intercostal space, mid-axillary line, in the middle between the top and the bottom. Off to patient. This is patient where the vamp is. Open the dead ender. Get rid of the air bubble in this little end. There we go. Now you go to the monitor and you say 0. A-line pressure or whatnot that you have on there. 2 beeps, and then you will see the big red 0. Now you're done. Put the dead ender back on. Reopen this back. Just give the A-line a flush, you're good. And now you should see the waveform and the number that you want for the patient's blood pressure. All right, drawing blood. ABGs can be drawn from the A-line because it's in the radial artery. Your BMP, CBC, everything can be drawn. So yes, you will need to get a syringe, and there is a little blunt cap that you can call the ICU to give it to you that goes onto the end of your syringe. So all you need to do is use your vamp as a closed system. Squeeze on both sides of your vamp and pull the blood from the patient. So you see all these blood going in here now, and your vamp is a little bit of bloody. Turn this stopcock sideways. Sorry about that, it was like this before. And now you turn it sideways because you want the blood coming from the patient's radial artery. You don't want the blood from this end. That's why you have to turn it sideways to close it this side. Now you're gonna find your alcohol wipes on the rubber port here. Put your syringe with your little cap at the end, which is a blunt cap. Push it in there, and you're gonna go ahead and pull your 10 cc, 4 cc, 9 cc of blood, and then you drop it into your lap tubes. You're gonna have a little drop of blood right here. Wipe it off with alcohol wipes. But now you still have blood in that tubing, so you have to give it back to the patient. So how to give it back to the patient? You need to line up your stopcock again to where it is all lined up. You push everything back to the patient's radial artery. All these blood needs to go back in. You will still have a little bit blood here, and you flush, and then get it back to the patient. Make sense?
Do you need to re-zero after a blood draw?
No,
also?
you only need to re-zero when you reposition the patient. Drawing blood does not require re-zeroing it, okay? So let's talk again. So drawing blood, you gotta get your syringe, got your little safe set, the little cap on top, a blunt cap. Get your lap tubes, get alcohol wipes, go to the patient, squeeze onto the vamp, pull it up, pull that blue, you'll see it, pull it all the way up. So now you have blood in here, you have blood all over on that tubing. Turn the stopcock like that, so that nothing is gonna go through either end. You want to draw the blood from the patient's side, not from this side. Clean your port, nice and clean. Put your syringe with the blunt cap on. Go in there, pull your whatever, how many cc of blood. Disconnect, clean. Give all these blood back to the patient. So get your stopcock to where it was before. It has arrows on here, so that means it's open. Now there's blood in here, and you push it back to the patient. Just push. There we go. There you go, just push. Okay, so now you give all the blood back to the patient. You still have little blood. Pull your tail, and it will prime it through. So when you pull your tail, all the blood will go back to the patient. There you go. And it will squirt back into the patient's arm. All these blood will go back in. And that's it for your blood draw. Okay, and you should see your waveform comes back with the blood pressure number. All right?